Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot reading. So this one is good for October the 20th to the 27th. But again, you know, you do have to use your discernment because these reads, they are technically timeless. Okay, right, so what is going on for our Scorpio collective, please? What's going on? Thank you. The butterfly, metamorphosis. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, it's literally one of your cards there, Scorpio. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. Now, usually when I read that out, some people go, what? It's because of that bit there. What areas of your personality are in need of profound change or transformation? I agree. It could have been written better, right? I absolutely agree with that. What they mean with that one is, are there any thoughts that are keeping you held stuck? Are there any false things that you're telling yourself about yourself that is going to stop you from progressing? Okay, that's what it means, but the way that it's written, it sounds really abrupt, doesn't it? But that's not how it's meant to be, right? So it's just basically look at areas of your life or areas in your heart, in your mind that are keeping you stuck, okay? And transform those areas. You're about to enter a phase of expansion and growth, which will be highly beneficial for your future, okay? So as we all know, the butterfly, it has to go through that difficult transformation, right? It's not easy. Like literally the caterpillar is reduced down into something that doesn't resemble either a caterpillar or a butterfly. It doesn't even resemble anything that's alive anymore. And it has to go through all of that so that it can become the butterfly, right? It's a completely different animal by the time it's finished its transformation. And then you've got the other bit that follows after that, which is breaking free from the cocoon. Well, it can't just fly immediately after it's broken free out the cocoon because its wings are wet. It's got to stay in the sun for a couple of hours and then it can fly, right? So this is saying to you to look at the transitional stages of the caterpillar into the butterfly or moth, whichever you prefer, and see if you can join the dots with your own life. At what point of transformation are you currently at? Okay. And then take the message that's going to resonate with you most from there. So, are you currently at the caterpillar stage that is going through that breakdown moment? Okay. Are you currently in the rebuilding phase? Are you currently at the stage where you're just about to break free from your cocoon and so now you're needing time to rest, restore, rejuvenate, dry out your wings? Or are you at the stage of the butterfly that's now ready to fly? Okay, so whatever metaphor fits for you is going to be the message to run with, basically. The key thing here, the butterfly, when it's flying around, looking at all the beautiful flowers, never sits there and goes, I remember the times when I was a caterpillar. Oh, how I wish I could go back to those days. Yeah. It's not a thing. Because that butterfly now knows that where it's at, the stage of its life that it's at, does it really get any better than that? Not really. So it's not going to sit there mulling over the past, okay? It's not going to sit there wishing that it could go back in time and go back to being that caterpillar. Because that would mean having to go through all of that again. Yeah? So that's the metaphor that they're giving you today. Try not to hold on too tightly to the past. Okay? Remember the lessons, absolutely. Remember the lessons, but don't hold on to that past and wishing that you could go back to it. Okay? You're in a time of profound change and transformation. Right, let's take a look at your rune. Can we have a rune message for our Scorpio collective, please? For the week of October the 20th to the 27th. Scorpio. Whoa. Alchemist. The protection rune. Well, I mean, all of the runes are protective up to a certain extent, but this is the one that, that the Norse used to scribe into their shields because that was the most protective rune. Okay, this one says sanctity, blessing, assistance, and protection. Okay, and you can see here it's literally divine protection. Now, this can indicate that it's a time for you to be courageous, okay? Because again, with the link to this being shield, war, battles, fighting, okay? It's a time for you to be courageous. So dig deep, okay? This offers additional protection for you in times of need. So you are receiving additional protection at this time. You're coming into some kind of blessing here as well. Okay. Now it could be in the material realm. It could be in the spiritual. Again, could be a combination of both. Take your pick. All right. Ultimately, see that swan with its wings all open is a metaphor for love and freedom. Okay. Swans, they mate for life. So it's also about faithfulness as well. Loyalty. Okay. The freedom for you to spread your wings. So there could be a message here for someone about how you are free to love who it is you're wanting to love. Not that you get to choose who it is that you love usually, but you understand the sentiment behind that particular message. Okay. If you feel that you are in need of additional help, assistance, or protection at this point in time, then definitely do consider harnessing the energy of the rune Alchemist, which is like a Y with a stick going straight through it. Okay. I always say it's better to draw it out for yourself on a bit of paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, and keep it close. Okay, when you're drawing it out, put your intent into that rune, okay, and then just keep it with you. And that's how you can harness the energy of that particular rune. Interesting how you've had messages about additional assistance and protection in your time of need or in an hour of need, and you've got the butterfly as well, which is that profound change, profound transformations that's going on. Now, you could be going through a profound transformation, right? I mean, everyone at certain points in their life will go through changes that they don't necessarily like. Classic example of me being female. Yeah? Like, you know, certain things happen to the female bodies at certain ages. Yeah? That's a big change. It's called the change. You could be experiencing something similar here. And don't be fooled if you're a man. Men go through the same as well. They absolutely do. The hormones and everything changes in a man as well when they reach a certain age. Yes, abso-friggin-lutely. Absolutely. So this is being consciously aware of the specific changes that you're going through and how it affects you personally, and how you can retain some sense of control throughout these particular changes. Even though you're not necessarily in control of the changes, you can still maintain a sense of self-control. Okay? So there's quite a lot to think about there with just those 2 messages. A lot. Right, so I'll put your rune there. Your butterfly there. I wanted to do something different for you guys today. I wanted to go back to the good olden days. The good olden days of me reading tarot on YouTube. I am going to use a witch's rune here. Okay. And we're just going to see what messages come out. Yeah. Now, isn't that similar to the Alchemist rune? It's the letter Y. It just doesn't have the stick in the middle. That's kind of spooky. This one is about feminine energies. Okay. This is all about the traditional abilities that are associated with women, such as intuition, being highly in tune with the moon, being highly in tune with their intuition, their spiritual gifts. And again, even if you're a man, you can still resonate with this energy. Okay. In fact, more powerfully so if you are a man, because it's spirit saying it's time for you to get in touch with your inner feminine energies. Okay, it's time for you to lean more into that. Okay, I know a lot of men don't like to say that they are intuitive because it sounds like a really feminine thing to say, so they much prefer to use the term survival instincts, you know, gut instincts, because it sounds more masculine, right? But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So anyway, that's by the by. It's about creativity, nurturing, caring, and being a healer. Being a healer. So you could be a healer who is in need of additional protections and assistance at this point in time. Healers do come under attack quite a lot. We do. We seem to be targets for certain individuals' insecurities, like an emotional punching bag for some of them, you know, because some people out there think that it's okay. They genuinely think it's okay to do that to anyone who is a healer or has healing energy to them. It's because they think that we're not going to fight back. That's why they do it. They think that we're a soft touch, and they couldn't be further mistaken. Okay. So, yeah, definitely do tap in more into your spiritual and healing abilities. Don't shy away from your femininity or your feminine qualities. And again, that does include if you're a man. Okay, same thing. And now you've got the star that's coming out. So the star tells you to go after what it is that you want. Okay? This is all about your life purpose. This is you being an inspiration for others and how other people are looking up to you as an example to follow at this point in time. So it is vital that you are yourself or you continue to be yourself. Okay? This is you being reassured that you will be accepted for you being yourself. And it's also a symbol of freedom. Now, we've already seen that message of freedom with the open wings. And the butterfly's wings are open too. You've seen it on your swan. And the message of freedom came out there too. You have the freedom to be yourself. You will be accepted for you being yourself. And if anybody was confused about what their life purpose is, Spirit's just told you. Your life purpose is some type of healer. Because whenever the star rune comes out, you've to look at the rune that it came out with, and that indicates your life purpose. Man or woman, gender fluid, doesn't matter. Your life purpose is to be some type of healer. So if you're already doing that, then you're being reassured that you're definitely on the right path, you're on the right track, and you must pursue that come what may. If you're on the beginning stages of your journey, then you've really to carve out your own path on this healing journey of yours. Okay? It's encouragement. It's protection. It's reassurance. Very, very powerful messages that are coming through for you guys today. So I'm glad that I went back to my very old runes. Might even pull some charms again at the end of the read. We'll see. We will see. I used to always do that in every read that I did. I stopped doing it though because I just assumed that people weren't really enjoying it. You know, they weren't really liking it. But I think I am going to bring them back. I'm going to bring back all of the things that I used to do. Right, so let's take a look at the strongest energy that's coming in. Now you can see it is a fill deck, okay, for fill transparency. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a couple of cards out of this part of the deck. We're going to drop this deck. I'll pick up the other half and we'll take a couple out of that one, okay? It's because you see me before trying to handle this deck when it's complete. I don't like doing it because, you know, tiny, tiny little hands is a little bit too many cards for me to handle at one time. Okay, right, interesting. So there's cards from that one. And while I'm taking cards out of this deck, we're going to go through these here. So you've got the ladder, climbing towards success, the tankard, celebration, fun and enjoyment, the elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, can be spiritual as well because it is an elephant. It will leave you wiser at the end. The tulip, great passion, the desk, pay attention to your work. Lobster in reverse. We like the lobster in reverse. Lobster in reverse is a very good omen because in the upright it indicates a financial pinch. In the reverse it indicates financial freedom. And the that's the thing with money. Not everything is about money. It is very important, right? Really important. It's certainly not the be all and end all of everything. Here's what having a little bit of extra money does though. It gives you options and it gives you the freedom to choose. Yeah? So a part of your freedom that's coming in is through no longer being under financial restraint. Okay, that's like a part of it. It's a part of the equation. You've got the clouds also in reverse. Again, we like the clouds in reverse because in the upright it means temporary problems. When it's in the reversed, it means total clarity, breakthrough, the dawn of a new day, the dawn of a new era. Okay. And here you go, out of this deck you've got the eye and psychic ability. Trust your intuition. I'm being told to look at the bottom of the deck. The gong in the upright, an exciting event. And the moon in reverse underneath that one, changes in your life. Yeah, changes in your life that you cannot control. That's why it's reversed. Okay, so you definitely are going through a profound series of changes at this point in time. Yes, lean into the changes, okay? Completely reasonable and understandable that you're going to want to hold on to some kind of sense of control while you're going through these changes that you did not initiate. It's happening to you, could be happening within you. Go with it. Go with it, okay? Right. So it was quite a lot. Some of you definitely are spiritual workers, or you're considering indulging this pull to be a spiritual worker. It's going to be part of your work. Okay, and because it's part of your work, or it will be part of your work, you definitely should take it seriously. I was just getting confused with that desk there because I clocked something that was quite unusual. It's the legs, kind of look like little geishas or I thought at first, yeah, it is part of the It is part of the desk. See, I wasn't sure if they were a part of the desk or if they were like just observers or something. It looks like it's part of the desk because there's another one there. Okay. That's interesting. So is being supported then? Because my attention's being really pulled towards they figures. It's like, are they holding up that desk? Are they built into the desk? Like, what is the deal? It looks like you're being supported. The work that you're doing is being supported, and I feel on a physical level and a spiritual level. And you've also got like the quill, you know, the old-fashioned style of writing as well. It's kind of like, is it called calligraphy? I think it's called calligraphy. Okay, this is a strange message. Somebody is going to receive channeled messages from the divine while they're writing something. Okay, that's got a special word for it, isn't it? I can't think what it's called. It's kind of like where you just hold a pen and paper and you zone out and you just start writing stuff. I mean, it's actually channeled messages that's coming in. Someone can do that. Someone watching this read can do that. That's your hidden skill. That's your hidden talent. And it might become part of your work, part of the work that you do, that is hand in hand with being some type of healer. Interesting. I'd keep an open mind because, again, obviously that's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You're definitely climbing the ladder of success here. So what is your version of success? Okay. You're certainly not at the starting stages, but you're definitely not at the end stages, because Spirit's telling you, look, you've got a long journey ahead of you. So this is going to be a lifelong thing. As soon as you start getting serious about your life purpose, it's literally a lifelong thing. Okay, so they're saying basically you've got to have passion about what it is that you do. Don't expect a 9-to-5 type job, a 9-to-5 type work diary. Okay, because taking this on is a lifelong thing. It's like your doors have to be open all the fucking time. There is no closing doors time. That doesn't mean to say that you're never going to get time for yourself ever again. You will, but you're always going to be, they're saying, on call. You're always going to be on call. Okay? It is going to help you out financially, but again, that's not the be all and end all. That's like the cherry on the cake. That's so that you can support yourself. That's so that you can support your family. But that's not the reasons behind going into this in the first place. Some of you here are just flat out psychic. Now, the way that your messages come in is going to be different from you to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. Psychic can be lots of things, okay? I don't really like to use the word psychic because I find it puts too much pressure on people, especially when it comes down to ignorant people, because straight away they're like, oh, what's the winning lottery numbers then? Do you know what I mean? It's like their head, their mind goes straight to that, and that's not what psychic is all about. That's not what it's all about at all. So that's why I find that word puts too much pressure on people. Because then they're like, oh, that horrible event happened to you. Oh, well, I thought you were psychic. Why couldn't you see that one coming? It doesn't fucking work that way. The ignorance is incredible. Someone here who quite possibly does some form of writing or calligraphy or actual drawing artwork is a secret psychic. Now, I've got my suspicions who this is that I am speaking to. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, though. So you're being told it is time for you to come out of the shadows. It is time for you to stop hiding your gifts. The world needs your gifts. And the thing is as well, someone here doesn't, they don't consider themselves as someone who is gifted. And you absolutely are. It is time for you to no longer hide. And if you're one of these that hides behind their art, then it's time to step in front of your art. Okay? Is another metaphor. Someone here has been unnecessarily struggling through life, struggling financially, just struggling. And sick and tired of the struggle. Absolutely sick and tired of the struggle. So you've got a relief here that's coming in for you. It is, however, going to require you to come out of the shadows. Now, this exciting event, it doesn't feel like it's something physical per se. In fact, this entire read feels like it's very much working on the spiritual level. The exciting event will come when you step out into the spotlight, whatever that means for you. But I'm telling you, someone here is a secret psychic, and they're afraid to use their gifts on a bigger platform, on a wider platform, in case people recognize them and start taking the piss. You know how ignorant people do. They're afraid of that pressure that the word psychic brings with it, that I was speaking on. So, okay, fine. Don't use that word. Use a different word. Use the word intuitive. That's what I go with. But this is all about finding a way to make it work for you without you continuing to hide in the shadows. Because the time for you hiding in the shadows is gone. They're saying with this tankard that you're going to surprise yourself. You're going to surprise yourself at how good you are at doing this. And very soon, all of your worries and your concerns about the ignorant people, you're soon going to be able to put them behind you. Wow. So there's quite a lot to digest there then. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot. What else can you tell us for Scorpio to do with this energy, please? I felt that reading was Spirit telling you off a bit. I don't know if anyone else picked up on that, but it did feel that way, didn't it? It was proper telling you off. Can you tell us more about this energy? Whoa, Judgment. Fucking hell. Wow. I couldn't make it up if I tried. Judgment. Number 1, that's one of your cards. Number 2, talk about life purpose. Judgment is heed the call to your purpose. This is also a rebirth. This is a rebirth. You're becoming someone new, someone different, someone more powerful, And I think you could be afraid of that. I think you've not only been hiding your gifts and abilities from those who know you, I think you've been hiding it from yourself as well. This is literally the trumpet call. What else for Scorpio, please? What else for Scorpio? Thank you. Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is literally the Lord of Victory. And you can see that you've got the four alchemical symbols of the four elements here. Fire, water, air, earth. And then this bottom one here, I assume, is going to be a symbol for the fifth element, spirit, ether. This is being a master of the elements. Now with your Six of Wands, it's the Lord of Victory. It's joy, success, celebration, getting the pay rise, getting the promotions, getting the accolades. But again, I'm not feeling this on a physical and material level. I'm feeling this on a very spiritual level. Someone here has got a rainbow aura. Now, I don't read auras. I can't see auras. I don't know anything about auras. But they're saying rainbow aura. Someone here has got a rainbow aura. You are definitely going to be a surprise. I feel, not just to yourself, but to the world. This is the cause of a celebration. When you step out from hiding in the shadows, it is going to be a call for a celebration for very many people. Five of Swords. You're afraid of the competition. Perhaps afraid what the competition or perceived competition might do to you. And again, it's bounced back to healers being under attack, which you fully know about. You're fully aware that that goes on. And it keeps you afraid. Yes, it will happen. Eventually, at some point, yes, it will happen. Somebody will try their luck and they will try and drag you down. They will try and attack you. Yes, it's almost guaranteed. It doesn't mean to say that they're going to win. It doesn't mean to say that they're going to be successful and scare you off. It means that what you're doing is that fucking important. That it's imperative that you continue. That's what it means. That's what coming under attack means. And here's another thing as well. It's a really well-known saying. If you're not pissing off anybody, then what are you doing? You know? It's under there. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. See how you're holding yourself back? Trying to keep yourself to yourself? You're not going to be able to do that for much longer. You're not going to be able to do that for much longer. It will drive you crazy. It'll drive you absolutely insane. Why? Because you're not honoring who you truly are, who you know that you truly, truly are. It's time for you to get to work. Okay? And here's the thing. Whoever's resonating with this reading, as someone who has been there, and who has been through all that, I'm going to say it right now. My door is always open. So you've got reservations about doing this? Send me an email. That's not a problem. You can speak to me anytime you need, anytime you like. Everybody is welcome to just get in touch with me. Especially when I'm seeing stuff like this come out of a read, and we've got a healer here somewhere amongst us that is afraid to fulfill their life purpose because of other fucking people. My email box is always open. My door is always open. I know it's not much. You've got my support. I'm right there with you. You have a healing message for Scorpio, please? Making waves. What? Oh, that's insane. Oh, man. I told you. I told you. I couldn't make it up if I tried. Making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time achievement. How much more confirmation are you needing? And I'll tell you as well, being on YouTube, I've been on YouTube now 5 years. Been reading tarot a lot longer than that, but I've been on YouTube 5 years. And the amount of fakes, frauds, phonies and tricksters that are on this platform is crazy. There is far too many of them. And it is over time where the real ones come through and take space on a platform such as this. It is long overdue. And I tell you what, if there's enough of you that can get together, hopefully it's going to push the fraudsters off the platform. And that's what I would like to see happen. So you've definitely got my fill back in. No question. Making waves. It's time for you to make waves. It isn't arrogant at all. Not in the slightest. So never ever feel like you're being arrogant, because you're not. I'm speaking to a collective here who can see exactly what's going on, who is fully aware of everything that's going on with the fakers. It's time to step up. Strength in numbers. Momentum is building. It is your time achievement. The waves are rolling in and they're waiting for you to catch a ride. The winds are at your back and gently guiding you towards your destiny. They're whispering for you to really enjoy the ride. There are clear skies ahead and the waves keep rolling in. It is impossible for you to miss your moment or to not answer your calling. The only risk is that you don't make the most of and enjoy the ride. This is an extremely positive, encouraging card. Your commitment is paying off and your prayers are being answered. You're being supported by forces both known and unknown to you. This is most definitely your time. Things have been building for some time and momentum is all around you. Whether you're working on a creative project or having an impact in your professional life or creating something in your personal life, this card is a confirmation that great success will follow. So put in place whatever you need to make the most of this unique opportunity. Now is the time to ask for what you want and to let yourself be truly seen. Wow, what a loaded sentence. Let yourself be truly seen. So much is on your side. The harvest time is here. Do whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you've been working towards is here. And then you've got a Healing Waters affirmation that says, I open my arms wide to receive the bounty of what I've created and say yes to enjoying life fully. It's time to make waves. Right, so I do actually have a little bit of time. So I'm going to do what I said I was thinking of doing at the start of the read, and I'm pulling out my old charms and see how we get on, okay? See if we can get anything else for you. Oh, look what's come out. That's mental. It's another butterfly. See? Another butterfly. You've got love and protection. There's a skull. And look at this. A little seashell. It's a little clam with a pearl inside. That's you. You're this little pearl hiding inside that clam. It's time for you to open up and reveal your gifts to the world. Spirit's telling you that you've got their backing. You're being sent love and you're being sent protection here. Now this skull, can't think, is that supposed to be a raven skull? For me, that indicates death of the old ways. When something dies, it makes space for something else to be born. It's a reminder of that cycle of birth, death, rebirth. It's that cycle that everything in life goes through. Yeah. It's also a profound reminder that our physical incarnation right here, right now is temporary. Okay, that's why some people don't like skulls, because they don't like that reminder that their physical part, their physical entity is temporary. People can't handle that thought. So you're being reminded that nothing's forever. That's why you got the skull. Nothing is forever. And it's vital that you use your time now very, very wisely. So no more time wasted on being worried of the simple opinions of the ignorant. Okay? And this one's protection. It's quite appropriate actually, because I know for a fact that in my bag of charms there are two versions of this. One of them is smooth, and the other one, which is this one, has like a twigs effect to it. So it's like a twigged pentagram. So it kind of gives it more of like a witchy feel. It's just appropriate that you get this one at this time of year. Yeah. So, that is what I have for you today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. Information on how you can book a private reading with me, that can be found in my description box below. Thank you so very much for your time spent with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.